a lot of our key activities and our key themes for this year are very much kind of based around and are reflected in the programme at London Vet Show. So we're covering a lot of ground in relation to our activities around welfare. We're covering activities around workforce, and certainly again in terms of where we are with Brexit, the piece around workforce and the shortage occupation list and a lot of the things that we're calling for through our policy work that'll all get a mention.
And how important is it that you get to address a captive audience like that at LVS?
It is. I mean, it's a great opportunity to engage both with our own members. So we're just sitting at just over 17,000 members at the minute within BVA, but also London Vet Show. I mean, one of the great opportunities, I suppose, is to appeal to non-members to consider joining the association as well, and giving them an opportunity to get a flavour of what BVA is about. Certainly, the whole approach to Brexit has taken up a lot of our policy time within the association, making sure that members' views are reflected as fully as we can. I know, certainly speaking recently to Robin Hargreaves, one of our former presidents, Robin said that he managed to get through 3 years as being an officer without giving evidence to any parliamentary committees, and we seem to have spent an awful lot of time in the Palace of Westminster in the last 6 to 9 months, giving a lot of evidence, whether it's about biosecurity or about recruitment and retainment of vets and veterinary capacity. So that's been a big challenge for us this year, but also the whole I think growing momentum that there is around veterinary wellbeing has been an incredibly important focus for us as well, and delivering and pulling through some of the activities through Vet Futures and wellbeing, certainly being part of that as well. So plenty to keep us busy, but plenty for our members to get engaged with. It's not a case that we're working just towards the end of March 2019. There will be a lot of work to be doing beyond that. We're not obviously sure at this particular point in time what sort of deal is going to be negotiated, and if there's going to be any kind of transition period, but certainly Brexit related themes. I think it's always important to kind of reflect that some of the work that we're doing just at the minute has probably been exacerbated and compounded by Brexit, but a lot of these things were happening anyway. We were already facing issues of shortages of veterinary capacity in the profession, and actually Brexit has probably compounded some of that, but some of those things will be ongoing. Our calls around things like our opposition to non-slum slaughter, that kind of work has been ongoing for a period of time and will be ongoing for another few years yet. There's a huge amount of change within the profession. We've got a very different relationship with government now than we had a few years ago. We've probably got a different relationship with our-CVS than we did a few years ago. We respect our respective roles within the profession, but while we've got a friendly relationship, there's always that sort of healthy tension between the regulator and the representative bodies. We're seeing a huge change, obviously, in relation to corporatisation. And the changing face of front end of veterinary practice from that perspective, and we're seeing a huge change in the sort of other roles for vets within society. So the number of vets that are working in industry and across government and taking on different roles. So I think whenever you pull all of that together and you look right across the field of changing technology, and we talk a lot about disruptive technology and some of these technologies and how they'll have an effect on the profession. We're looking at things like, again, another term that's probably overused around sustainability. But the veterinary role in sustainability, both in terms of welfare, but also in terms of the environment as well. And we're doing, again, some work under the Vet Futures banner around green veterinary practice and how we can possibly work with practices to look at how they can become more sustainable as well. So yeah, lots of change, but huge number of opportunities as well.